Boom, boom. This is Kendra, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded up to date. So we got a few things to cover. So the Rakasha BB Dong event ended, so I hope everybody was able to get the 20 shards that was offered inside of the shop there. We should see the final phase of that sometime the end of next week or beginning of the week after. It won't be for Rakasha BB Dong. It'll be the announcement of the new character. And when they hold that event for the first character, or for that new character, inside of the Soul Master shop, there'll be a chest that you can buy, which will have the BB Dong shards in it that you'll need. You're going to need about, you either need 20 or 15. They gave us a chest a few days back that had 5 shards. It was a chest that had all of the SS Plus characters, but BB Dong was already in it, so you could get it from there as well too. I think they did that, made it a little bit cheaper for those who wanted to spend $14.99 instead of $30 to get the remaining shards to actually do her. So I think that's why they gave everybody 5 shards. I didn't use it, of course, so we'll have to wait. So we got a couple events up. Let's talk about them. First of all, we got an excellent event. Now, a lot of people ask me what to focus on to increase the BP the fastest, and as I've always said, it's mostly the Soul Bones. The Soul Bones will give you the biggest jump. Just one piece, if you watch my video, the last video I did, the video where I hit 1,000 million BP, 15 million of that finally came just one piece of Soul Bone armor taking to SS Plus. And to do that, you need to have a certain item called Spirit Source, and they are offering the Spirit Source right here. You can get 48 of those inside of here. This is an event that they seem to be holding quite frequently, which is a plus. I know probably a lot of people were asking for it. I know in the survey I mentioned the Spirit Source a couple times as something that I wanted to see more in terms of. They've also given you the best Soul Bones in the game. The others are good. Okay, the yellow and the orange, but the red's the best. You can't buy the red in the shop. The only way to get the red Soul Bone Attack Soul Bone set is right here when they sell the chest. So again, something that you want to look at. I might purchase it. It depends on how much I have. I already have enough to make a full set, another set. All of my primary team members have it, and 2 or 3 of my secondary team members have it, and I have enough chests in my bag to actually make another set. You need 240, 4 pieces, 60 for each piece. 240 is what you need. So if I do have some left over, I'll probably go ahead and purchase it. And then these, of course, you know, if they're offered, you know, if you're just started new to the game and you're looking for Soul Bones, you might want to consider that. But I probably would hold off on it, as you can get the red pretty good, and you can also get them inside the shop. Extended Soul Bones, these are pretty nice, but they are not the best. The best is right here. Okay, the Sea God set. So you want to try to be using this for your extended Soul Bones. You can know this by the fact that the only way to get these is through this chest. You can get shards of the other sets. You can get the shards for them inside of various events, and you can purchase them inside the Hell Shop. You can purchase the extended Soul Bones inside the Hell Shop. You can't do that here. These are not available in the shop. Okay, so that should, if you can see what I'm getting at the fact that the best stuff is not available only during an event. So that's why it's important for you to take part in all events, even if you're not going to consistently participate in an event. At least check the shop, the time limited sale, Soul Master sale, and check and see what they've got in there. This game, if you play this game regularly, you're going to have diamonds. This currency, you will not have to purchase this currency. I've never spent 1 cent on this game, and I have never ever had any trouble getting enough diamonds to purchase whatever's needed. Okay, so you want to get these and make a set for these. As you can see on my main set, on my main team. Okay, red attack set. Seabone, Sea God set. Red attack, Sea God set. Red attack, Sea God set. Red attack, Sea God set. Okay, so that's the best ones that you want to do. The spirit source that I'm telling you about is needed to fusion these to SS Plus. This right here is where you're going to get a large chunk of your BP. I was at 985 million, and I did one piece. I did the final piece for her, for Red. I did this final piece right here, and it took me up 15 million. Okay, and I'm already at 985 million, and it took me up 15 million. Imagine if you're at level 40 or level 30, just doing one piece of this, it's going to take you up to, you could probably get 30 or 40 out of one piece, okay? So it gives you a lot of BP. So doing the final links, this is where it's at, okay? Yes, you want to break them through, and you want to enhance them, and you want to advance the rank, of course. And as you can see, I'm doing that. But the primary focus is get it to SS plus. Okay, there are no SS soul bones in this game. This is that chest. This is the piece that you get in that chest that I just showed you a few minutes ago. This piece of armor right here, it looks just like this. Okay, when you fusion it, you need 90 of those spirit source. It turns into this. It goes directly to SS plus. Doesn't go to SS. It goes to SS plus, which is, of course, the most powerful of any type of item in the game is an SS plus. So that's where it's at right there. Okay, and that's from that chest. So purchase. Keep looking for the chest. Try to find it. 240 to make a full set. Okay, you need. There's 4 pieces, and each got 60 shards to make a piece. So you want to get as many as you can. So they're offering you 30 for free. This is the login. You log in, you hit this, you get this for free. Okay? Do that for 3 days, you'll get 30 right there. Then inside of the time limited sale, they're going to give you the chance to get another 30. So you will be able to make one piece of that if you purchase everything inside of here. All right? That's going to give you the 60 shards that you need to actually do it. 30 there and 30 here. Okay, so that's the best in the game, and you can only get it from this chest. So definitely want to do it and start working on, gathering up the spirit source. Now the spirit source is difficult to get. Okay, you can get it in this time limited sale. This is where, this is a lot of people. If you're early to the game, you can probably only get this inside of here, because the other place you get it at is in the gold shop. And I'll show you that. But that requires you to participate inside of the actual silver whites here, and it's not easy to get in here. You have to join a team. All 3 of the people, the people who select the team, and then you all have to participate, and then you all actually have to do the fight. Like, for instance, in the last one I was in, somebody didn't participate. As such, we didn't get as many of the gold tokens as I would have liked. So I made note who it was, and I won't be joining a team with that person anymore. But when you get those, this is where you need these gold, because you need those, because this weekly, this refreshes, and you'll be able to get like 40, I think it's like 45 or 40 some right here. So it takes like 80 some of these gold tokens. But you have to participate in this. So far, this is the only place, this gold soul shop. If you want to get to it from straight top on the screen, it's just go into your shop and then scroll down to the gold soul shop. Right here it is. Okay, so this is the only way to get them, except for this event. So they have this event now. The last time they had it, and then a few days later they had it again. So they had it twice. So we'll have to see if they do that same thing here. But it is up. So Soulboat event, this is it. Get all this stuff. Other things that you might want to look at is Doomstones. However, Doomstones, as you can see, I have 478 Doomstone. Doomstones are not that difficult to get. primarily because they have an event called a time limited buy, which they come out with at least once a month, and you can purchase Doomstones in there. You can get them for like 30% off, so you can get them really cheap. Also, if you do, I believe it's the Soto shop. I believe it's, don't hold me to, I'm pretty sure it's the Shoto shop though, where you can actually get, no, not Soto shop. It must be Battle in the Clouds. Yes, Battle in the Clouds. So you can get 2 of these if you do 10 a day, and you should be doing 10 a day. You can do 10 a day very easily by simply setting up your woo inside of the ranking and Battle in the Clouds. Make sure you've got it set. It defaults to sweep by 5. You want to adjust it to sweep 10, and it'll automatically pull, I think it's like 150 diamonds to actually purchase the extra 5. They give you 5 free, but if you want to do another 5, you have to pay for the tokens. But just set it to sweep and automatically do it. So every day when you do woo, you'll get 2. You'll get 2 of the Doomstones. So in a week, you'll get 14. So, and it just compounds 14, 28, so it's not that difficult. So, but they also have them in the time limited buy event, which comes up. So those are now you will not find Spirit Source in the time limited buy, and there are no other events except participating in the Silver Weiss and getting into a team, then having all members of that team compete to actually get the token. So it's much, much, much more difficult to get the Spirit Source. So getting them inside of this event is what you want to do. And every survey, if you guys have a survey pop up on your screen, you'll see it. Always do that survey. You'll get a code to get like 1,000 diamonds, but more importantly, make sure that when you, at the end, when they say other things you want to see, put more events that give out Spirit Source, okay? Because it's when they started, we were not seeing the Spirit Source very often when it first came out, okay? And then all of a sudden, over like the last 3 months, they've had a couple of surveys in that time period. And all of a sudden, we have started to see this event. This is like the 4th or 5th time where we've had an event where there was Spirit Source in it, okay? So if you do see a survey, do the survey and put things you'd like, other events you'd like to see. Put more events that give Spirit Source, okay, as a reward, or more Spirit Source on sale, or something like that. Just make sure more Spirit Source is in there so that we'll be able to get this more, because I'm really serious. That's, advancing those soul bones from S to SS plus is just a huge BP gain. Guaranteed. One full set of taking that to SS plus, you're probably looking at least 250. It would surprise me if you get 200, 250 out of each piece if you're lower level. Of course, at the higher level, you're probably only going to get maybe 90 to 100 900 or 1,000. But lower level, you could probably get quite a bit. It's a big jump when you're at a low level. But like I said, I'm up at 1,000 million, so it's not going to be as much for me, but still, it's the biggest jump I can get myself. So that's something that you want to focus on if you want to get your BP up really fast. And there's no limit. There's no fusion limit. You don't have to be a certain level to utilize this option to take this to, once you get, you want to make sure that you get the red soul bone, because the red soul bones are the best. So you can't get, once you take an SS soul bone up, there's no way to get the Spirit Source back. I don't think. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna make an SS soul bone in yellow, and then I'm going to dissolve it and see what happens and see if I get my Spirit Source back. But I don't want to do that right yet. I'm not going to do that until all 4 of my main team has, once these 4 right here are completed, I'm then going to do that. Or if somebody's already done this, if they could take an SS soul bone and dissolve it inside of regenerate, regenerate Soulbone, and C, it says you're supposed to get development resources and materials, but I would like to know if you can do an SS plus in here, or and if you can, what it gives you back. Okay, I don't see. So see when you select for recycling, I don't normally what it says. It gives you a little thing up here as to what it's going to do. So let's take it dissolve soul bone. So see it shows this right here. Okay, but I don't see the spirit. But this is not an SS plus, so no spirit source would be given back. But you know, would would it be okay? So I don't think you would get your spirit source back, but it just soul shards will be converted to soulbone coins. Okay, it doesn't say anything about getting the materials back, so I don't think you're going to get your spirit source back if you do that. Okay, so we'll have to see about that a little bit later, but for right now I don't think it is. So be careful and make sure it's a red soulbone, the best in the game, before you actually SS plus it. Okay, that would be my suggestion. You can of course do the yellows and the orange soul bones if you want, but I'm doing the red only. So that's my option on that. Now, another event that's up is the Master Forge event. This is another excellent event. I did 10 today, and I already got my hands on some of the actual iron core, iron source. And this is good because you can get really good stuff in here. And yes, here they are again. Spirit source. I can already get a bunch of spirit source, okay? So you could theoretically, if you have a good forge, get just in this event enough to SS plus a piece. You've got enough to complete one SS. You got enough to complete one S red piece of soulbone equipment. You got the 60 shards. Okay, so at the end of this event here in 3 days, if things go really well inside the forge, you can have enough to actually fusion one piece of soulbone to SS plus. And don't worry about it. You can move it. It's not locked to a character. Okay, you can move it between characters. So you can put it on any character you want, and don't worry about it. You can move it to somebody else. Okay, if you put it on a character that happens to be your powerful character right now, but in 3 weeks you might have somebody else who's more powerful, you could move it to the other character. There's no limitation on character type and soulbone type. You can put it on anyone. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, you could conceivably have enough to actually make an SS plus soulbone out of this these two events, the Forge and the time limited event. Okay, so Spirit Source, go for it. I got lucky. I did 10 forges today, and I managed to get 2 iron courses. You don't get this very often. Okay, it does not drop very often. All right, so getting it is there's a good chance that you might not get it, but generally you can usually come up with like 6, 4, 6, 8. I think in the last one I got like 10. I had a really good one in that one. I got a lot of soulbone. I got a lot of spirit source cell to it. So, but yeah. So just do whatever events you can to get as much of the forging materials that you need right here. They're throughout the game. Okay, you just have to you go inside of Arena. So this was in Arena and Grandmaster Match. This one here is in Sea God Island, and this right here is in Slaughter City. Okay, so they're telling you exactly where to go to get these items. So do those events to get those items, okay? That's what you're looking for. And you'll be able to do forges. And you want to do as many forges as you can so that you can get as many choices so that you can try to hit this. Okay? But I hit this, like I say, and I hit it once in those 10. So, and that gives me that. So just keep trying to do as much as you can. because that's really good stuff. Okay. Then there's the resource exchange. This is just miscellaneous. I always look for things like this, and definitely soul bone essence. Those are things that you're constantly working on with your soul bones to level them up and enhance them and advance them and break through them. You need these. You need these materials. They generally, if you play the game, you generally get them often enough. But it's really nice to just get a nice hunk of them. This is You get this just from running stamina, just using stamina, playing the story mode. You're going to be sweeping to get the materials to advance and break through your armor and your weapons. So you get this just for doing the stages. So yeah, you definitely want participate in it, get as many as you can. Okay. Today I've already got 199 just from one day. So uh, it's pretty nice. Okay. But yeah, keep an eye on what you got there. Do this as many cans as you can for 3 days, so that you can actually utilize this whenever the time comes. But there's some pretty good stuff in here. I won't purchase anything in here until I get to the last day, because then I'll know exactly how many mats I have and what I need to actually do, to get things better. Right now, I just purchased some of the mats, but you can purchase these. You can purchase some of these with the props, so just so that you actually, if you want to get a little bit more. But that's the way I always use my forging materials in the Master Forge to try to get the Iron Core source. Okay, so those two events are up, so that's definitely something that you want to get in there and knock out. As you can tell, I'm already up to 1,002 million from my BPs, so it's still climbing up. Just doing standard enhancements and stuff, and making things a little bit stronger. But this should be good, because this will allow me to start on getting up another piece of my soul bone up to SS plus, hopefully by the time this event is over, because I'm going to need about 40 more pieces of it. So that would be it's 10 per, so I'm going to need another four purchases from within the Master Forge. Hopefully we'll get it, but I'll show you what I get it. Like I say, I don't do my purchases until the last day, and then we'll see if we're able enough. And if we do, we'll go ahead and do a soul bone and take it up to SS plus on IN. Like I say, don't matter where you put it; it's changeable amongst characters. It doesn't lock to a character, so you can put it on somebody else if you want. And that's what I do. Wrong SS plus is supposed to be coming out. She might be the next one. She's the first SS plus healer that we will have, so she will obviously end up being on my main team. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Don't know about that. All right, so again, thanks all for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You'll be notified each time I drop a video. It's Kendra coming at you from the corner, signing out.